What's up, everybody? My name is Gangsterish, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to get a Wyvern in Ark Survival Evolved Scorched Earth. So the first thing you need to know is that there are 3 steps to getting a Wyvern. The first is to get the egg. Now, the Wyvern is not like any other creature in Ark. You actually have to raise it from a baby, so you have to find the egg out in the wild, and you have to raise it like you would when you breed another dinosaur. The second step is to get the milk that it requires. Another reason why it's different is that it doesn't eat raw meat like other babies would, or berries. They drink wyvern milk. And you can get the wyvern milk from female wyverns, or wyverns, sorry, or alpha wyverns. So I'll be showing you more about that later. And then the third step is to raise it, just like you would any other dinosaur. So the first thing you're going to need is you're going to need a flying dinosaur. So the one that my tribe uses is a Tapajara. We usually do it with 2 people, but it is easily soloable. The reason we do it with a Tapajara is that they're very maneuverable and everything like that. So it's really easy to get inside the chasm and out. The second thing you'll need to be aware of is that it's a chasm that these wyverns are in. So there's going to be wyverns flying all over the place. So one of the really good things to have, it's called a cactus broth. And I'll come get that for you here in a second. But what it basically does is it stops the wyverns from aggroing towards you. And I mean, you can get like super close to them and they won't even notice you. The only way that they'll actually aggro onto you is if you basically fly through them. But you do need a few because you have to put them on your flyer and yourself as well. So we're gonna go try and find an egg, and we'll be right back. So we're in the chasm, and you can notice that there's wyverns pretty much everywhere. Now, the places that you'll find the eggs are in these small little crevices in the chasms, or in the chasm. You'll know that there's an egg in there when they have like this little like big ass bird's nest that's basically just sitting in the crevice, and there'll be an egg in said nest. So we're gonna keep looking for that nest. Now you can notice that we're getting pretty close to these guys, and they're not aggroing onto us, and that's because of the cactus broth. I mean, any other dinosaur would have aggroed onto us already, but since this cactus broth is on us, we're kind of in the clear. So here's a nest. Our Tapajara has kind of just hooked himself up to the wall here. So what you want to do is you want to get to the egg as close as possible. See what level guy is. So down here, you can look down at the bottom where it shows the egg stats. It's a fire egg because it's red. Now the parents are level 32, so it's kind of poopy. So we're gonna try and find another one. But the cool thing about wyverns is the max level for most servers is 150. Now wyverns can go above that, so you'll actually, if your max level or your max difficulty is 150 for dinosaurs, you can actually find one that has 2 parents that are like 180 or something like that. That's really cool. So we're gonna run around, look for another egg. If we can't find one, we'll go ahead and pick this one up just to show you guys how the whole process is done. And I'll be right back. So we found another egg. We found a lightning wyvern egg, and the parents are 136, so that's a really good egg. So the first thing you want to do is you want to get in a really good spot to where right when you pick up the egg, you can just fly right out just as fast as possible, because even though you have the cactus broth on, these wyverns that are outside are going to start chasing you. Look at that guy right there. He's just waiting for you to pick it up. So you're going to want to bounce as soon as you pick this egg up, because they're going to be mad as all hell. So I forgot to mention, so we're going to pick this egg up. I'm really scared. Alright, 1, 2, 3, go. So the biggest thing you want to know on your flying mount is you need a certain amount of speed to be able to outrun these dragons. Now, I'm going to press K here in a second, and you're going to see all these dragons flying after us. Okay, so there's not that many right now, so I kind of feel like an idiot, but see, here they come. They're starting to turn around. Their range is pretty long, so you kind of want to fly them away from your base until you see them start to turn around, because they'll follow you straight to your base, and they hit really hard, especially those lightning ones. Those guys have a very long range, and they do a ton of damage with it. So you just kind of want to keep flying around. This is why I love the Tabajara. Just flying backwards is great. So we still see that Wyvern. Now we don't. I'm gonna just keep flying away, 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 away. We're gonna stop right here. See if he's still following us. I don't think he is. I think he turned around. If so, that's good news. That's not the Wyvern. Are you mad at us? Are you mad at us, homie? No, because he's not mad at us. But it looks like they all turned away. So we're gonna go back to our house, and we're gonna throw this egg down and see what we can do about raising it. Oh. Alright guys, we're back, and I am on the back of our Tapajara and our good friend Richard, where we're gonna get the Wyvern milk. So we're coming up on the chasm, and first you want to bring a spyglass, obviously, and some stuff to tranquilize the Wyvern. So the only one that you want to tranquilize is the females. The fire and the poison are the easier ones, and then the lightning is a bit harder because they have a longer range, and they can get you pretty bad. So you want to go over the chasm, and you want to find out if they're male or female. If they're a male, you don't want to trank them because they won't have any milk. Obviously, the female is the one that produces the milk. So when you knock out a female, they'll give you 5 wyvern milk, and you'll probably need more than 5 to raise a wyvern, because it's gonna take a while. I think it's like 2 days for official servers. But so we're gonna go find us some wyverns, and we'll be right back. Yes. All right. So we found a female fire. It's right down there, and we're going to start tranking it. So I'm using a long neck with tranquilizer darts just because it's faster and easier, but if you don't have the resources to make said long neck and tranquilizer darts, you can do it with a crossbow. It's not hard. It'll just take longer. So without getting set on fire, we're gonna try and trank this bad boy. I think I just tranked somebody. Yep, I just tranked Rich. Oh no. Terrible, awful disaster. How did I trick you? Oh no, Jerboa.
I don't know. Apparently he shot me.
Alright. So without tranking your friend, you're you're supposed to shoot the wyvern. Oh god, a poison one. Alright. So we're gonna fly away from these guys and let little Rich wake up, and then we'll be right back. So we found another wyvern female, and it's a poison. So we're gonna try and knock this bad boy out without knocking out our dear friend Rich. We gotta get close to it. I can't shoot from that far away.
Yeah, that's why it's easier if you would have set on the front.
Oh, I didn't know that. We usually do this with RGs, and you just fucking grasp in the claws.
Guys, get on the front.
Come on. Alright, so we're gonna sit in the front seat, and we're gonna shoot it like that. Yeah,
No,
on
you
an
do
RG
side
or
shot.
any other dinosaur, you just have a friend grasp him in the claws. I feel like I'm gonna hit his little sail thingy.
Nah, I'm gonna give you side shot.
My God, I love the Tabajar. All right, coming up on it. Let's see if I can hit this bad boy. It's a cool looking poison. Nope, missed. Damn it. They're so fast. Ah, he's pissed!
Yeah, I mean you probably hit it.
There we go. Got it that time. We got hit that time. Is it down? Alright, it's down. That was what, 3 shots? And it's down. And then you want to get to it really, really quickly because they wake up pretty fast. And then you just take the wyvern milk, and if you want, you kill it. Which I might probably be able to kill it before it wakes up. It's low level. Yeah! And you get all the XPs. That's good stuff. So now we're going to bring this milk back. We're going to kill a few more, or knock out a few more. We're going to bring the milk back, and we're going to incubate this egg. And we'll be right back. And we're back. So we already have a few eggs laying down, so I'm not going to hatch it right now because we already have a wyvern that we're raising right now. So to hatch it right now, it would just cost a lot more milk and stuff like that. So, but I'll still show you what to do and how they look and flying around with them and stuff like that. So just like any other egg, you want to make sure that it says incubating right now. The egg health isn't going down. We're using air conditioners, so we have tons of them. I mean, just a boatload. But these eggs are a lot different than other eggs because they require the temperature to be a lot higher. So if you don't have air conditioners, you could just take a bunch of standing torches and surround the egg in those and then light them all on fire until it says incubating. Sometimes it'll say too hot. If you're on scorched earth and you have like tons of standing torches around and stuff like that, it might say too hot. So just turn a few off and then it'll start incubating. So once it incubates and it hatches, it'll turn into a baby. Obviously the baby's going to be a lot smaller than this one right here, but this is the adolescent. He got about a few hours left on him. So you don't have to put wyvern milk on him at all times. So his food right now is at 8,649. So once it starts getting lower, that's when you put the food on him. And even when there's no food on them, they'll still mature. So that's why it doesn't take too much milk, so you won't have to like go back and forth knocking stuff out constantly and all that stuff. So the whole process probably only takes about 40 to 50 milk, which you can get all of that off of one alpha. The only problem is that the wyvern milk spoils pretty quickly, so you want to put it in a preserving bin with some preserving salts. And this is what a full-grown wyvern looks like. This is a fire. I really want a lightning one. That's why I got that egg. So you get on these guys, and you fly around, and they're super, super cool. They got their breath weapon, which is their right click, and their bite is just left click, standard click. Their turn radius is absolutely awful. So their aerial battles are pretty terrible. Their C is really cool. It's does kind of like a wing flap kind of deal. On the ground, the C is different, and do that on this little guy right here. So if you press C, it'll actually push stuff back. It's really cool. I love it. And then here's the fire. It actually lights them on fire and they die. It's great. And then of course their bite. And it's just it's a super cool dinosaur to have. And they're so versatile. You can use them for killing big stuff. You can carry stuff around on them. I'm not sure exactly what to carry, but yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if it helped you, please like it, comment it, and feel free to subscribe and share this video. And I hope you guys had fun. I know I did.